Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan my generals. How are you all doing today? I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling irie and ready for today's reading. And it's all about what do we need to hear right now? What key messages do we need to hear for February? Now I know that this one is a bit late, but there was so much going on in February. We had Valentine's, we had the 222 or the 222, the 2222 portal. We had all that energy going on, and we had the new moon in Pisces. So there was a lot of stuff, lots of content, and try to cover as much of it as possible in the month of February. So, there are still some key messages that we can know about February right now. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to Wagwantarotandtea. Alright, so we're going to get straight into it. But we'd like to just make sure you sit back, relax, feel comfortable, have a nice cup of tea ready, or a beverage or a cocktail, or some snacks, okay? We want you to feel nice and comfortable and at ease when you're here watching a video, okay? So before we get into it, we're gonna do a gratitude, and we love to do gratitude here, okay, at Wagwantarotandtea. It's a really good way to just boost up the energy, give thanks to all the intuitive messages that we're about to receive, okay? Okay, let's get into it. All right, so thank you to our guardian angels, thank you to the universe, thank you to our spirit guides and our ancestors for the intuitive messages that we are about to receive today. May the intuitive messages help to strengthen our intuition and guide us, and so that we are always trusting our intuition and using our discernment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so as you can see, we've got pile 1, we've got pile 2, and we've got pile 3. So we're gonna look for these key messages, and I just want you to focus on which number is calling you, okay? Focus on which number is calling you right now, okay? And I will see you on the other side. Wagwan. Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan my generals. So we are going to look at pile 1, okay? So let's have a look and see what is under pile 1. But before you do, make sure you are nice and comfortable. So you're going to sit back and relax and get all of the woyoy gems, okay? So when we say woyoy, that just means these intuitive messages are coming through, okay? So make sure you've got a nice cup of tea or some snacks, because we're going to get into it. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Come and join the Love and Light family. Yes, yes, yes. All right, let's see Wagwan. Okay, so what do we need to know? Wow, we've got the 6 of Cups. Now, when it comes to February, we have Valentine's Day. That can really bring up a lot of feelings, whether and reminiscing, maybe as well. It could be about the past, but it could also bring or resurface. And I feel this could be maybe a lot of energy of maybe if you're single, it could resurface past relationships where and as well as when it's because it's in that month of February, it can resurface those kind of maybe missed love opportunities, or maybe reminisce about things from the past or things that you liked about your ex. But I can also see there's lots of things that you didn't like about your ex, and that could have kind of balanced it. But I also see this could be your exes may have also have been thinking about you, and could have been also be sending telepathic messages, And I also kind of get maybe this kind of back and forth of maybe somebody wanting to connect with you, but doesn't have the courage to do it, so kind of just focuses on the past memories of you, and kind of is kind of stuck in this, should I don't know if they will reject me, I don't know if they will. And I feel like you have been intuitively been sensing that kind of message as well, or telepathic messages, that something's kind of telling you why. You might even find yourself thinking about the person when you have, like, it might have been 2 years, it could be like or so, or could even be maybe you haven't heard from them for quite a while, or over 6 months, or anything like that. But I feel like it could be telling that it might also be, taking that time to show, if you haven't already, or if you haven't been that person who has bought yourself flowers, I see it as like, maybe if you've been thinking about working on your self-love and working on how you want to show up in the world when it comes to your self-love, and how you show that care, like instead of waiting for a partner or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or somebody to kind of give you that kind of like give you flowers and give you chocolates, I see this is like also a good time for you to do that for yourself, okay? But also, if you're in a relationship, I see this as also a good time to, focus on like the things of why you love one another, why you like one another, work on that. And I also see it as also a good time to maybe to work on that inner child, taking that time to work on yourself, as well as, as we mentioned earlier about showing up for yourself. It's also important that when you're in a relationship that you are showing up for yourself so you can show up for your partner, okay? So making sure that you are constantly investing in yourself, loving on yourself, okay? As well as, the relationship, you to add to the relationship, as well as the vice versa, the other party is adding as well, so you're complementing one another. But in order to do that, it's also making sure that you are building healthy boundaries, okay, respecting one another's boundaries, loving one another, okay, and letting that process continue. And as well, maybe, it could also mark some energy of like romance, and taking that time to, if you feel like a spontaneous moment where you want to just do something nice, go out and do it, okay? Right, so we're also going to pull out a message from the Angel Wisdom Tarot and just see if there's anything else that we need to know for February. So for the collective who chose pile 1, what do they need to know? Wow, this feels like the King of Swords wants to show up. So we've got the King of Swords here. So with the King of Swords, it's all about that kind of rational thinking, or being logical in your thinking. But we've got here intelligent, impartial, respected, stoic. I don't know if I pronounced that well, but receiving wise advice, remain objective and fair-minded. So there could be also maybe some public speaking, communicate clearly, unemotional relationships, or being emotionally unavailable. So I feel like this, in regards to the key messages for February, there could be, again, as we were saying, making sure you show up for yourself. I feel like this is kind of really saying that, maybe you can sometimes get so, or the person you're dealing with could be like so caught up in just thinking logically, and maybe just how they manage things. But I feel like it's trying really to take that time to really connect. And I feel like this is why the Six of Cups is here. I don't know why I feel like I said 6 of Wands earlier, but I think I did say 6 of Cups. Okay, but I feel like the 6 of Cups is here to kind of take this time to really get back into loving, just like connecting to love, connecting to, and also I'm seeing like connecting to your femininity, where it's like having lots of flowers, or wearing lots of floral pattern if you can, and really connecting to your self-care as well. Like this is as well as maybe taking that time to really communicate with your loved ones and expressing love, or tenderly loving care, whether that could be like making a nice meal for yourself, taking the time to then go and do these things. But I feel like as well, it can also be with the King of Swords being here, it's also can maybe give you that clarity that maybe you needed to do these kind of things, or maybe incorporate it into your routine of yes, you can be the person who goes out and gets things done, likes to have a very objective way of thinking. But I feel like it's also saying that as well, maybe if you're at work or things like that, making sure you're also having more balance in your life, so that you are connecting with both your divine masculine and your divine feminine. Because for the King of Swords to be here, that's kind of a very a masculine energy, and I feel like it kind of essentially being balanced, okay, having more balance in your life. And again, that's about you showing up for yourself. The more you can show up for yourself, the more you can show up for others. So it's also being able to connect with yourself on a more emotional and a loving manner. Okay, I hope that is making sense. Okay, all right, so we're going to pull out a oracle as well from the spirit guides. Needs a bit of shuffling. Okay, at Wagwantarotandtea, if you see some of the reads, I'm not much of a shuffler, but when the message come out, the message come out. You feel me? So show us what we need to see. Show us what we need to see, Spirit. Show us what we need to see. Wow, this wants to understand your body. Oi, oi. So this one is telling us, right, we need to understand our body. And I feel like this is maybe what we were saying earlier about the 6 of Wands energy, that it could be really taking that time to become more attuned to you, becoming more attuned to loving yourself, and recognizing, how you're feeling, and as well as connecting with your intuition and connecting with your inner child. Okay, whoa, your inner child is really wanting you to really get back, not to just caught up in like the whole adulting, and I feel like that maybe that's what the masculine energy is here, is kind of like maybe you've been so caught up and just, right, I'm just going to focus on being an adult, doing what I need to do. I'm being responsible, paying bills, I'm doing all that. But I feel like it's saying, right, you need to add more fun and more spontaneous kind of, more of a spontaneous activities into your life. Okay, I feel like this is what Spirit is really wanting you to do now. And take the opportunities, because with February there's so much going on, like Valentine's, moons and spice, the moon in Pisces instead of Pisces. The moon in Pisces right now is all about really connecting to yourself intuitively, really connecting to that intuitive mind. So I feel like there's a lot of like energy around your intuition, as well as making sure you are also looking after your inner child. So whether it's like remembering what what you were like as a child, what is it that you enjoy doing, do you still have those elements? Because even though that we grow up, but that those things that, or the qualities or the personality traits that we have as a child still develops as we get older. Sometimes it can shift, because we take on different responsibilities, and then we kind of have to maybe our impact to have a wide or imagination, think big, think creatively, can kind of get lost in the tracks. Because again, with the King of Swords here, it's kind of like it's like taking on this attitude of oh well, you know, you've got to do the be very adult like, be very responsible and all those kind of things, and have this mind of, well, I've got to get things done, I've got to do that. Yes, but it's also paying in mind that, you know, you're also looking after, or you're also feeding that inner child, doing that healing, as well. If there's been kind of maybe times where you're feeling like, you know, even for anyone who's single, or if you're in a relationship and you're maybe recognizing that, oh, I'm not being as emotionally available as I should be, and it's maybe kind of just tapping into understanding your body, connecting with your intuition, okay, so you can show up for yourself and for others, okay? So we're going to pull out a Jamaican proverb and see what additional messages the cards have for the collective who chose pile 1. So what do they need to know? One card, please. I feel like one wants to come out. One, this one, yep. Not expect nothing from a pig but a grunt. So do not expect anything from a pig but a grunt. So this is telling us, don't expect or have high hopes or expectations if you know someone. If it's like, if an idiot is an idiot, then you can't be fooled by an idiot, because you know that's who they are. Now, in regards to the six of cups, maybe they could be, again, and it could be, you know, it's again with the month of February, there's lots of with Valentine's romantic moments, and I feel like this could be something to do around that. Maybe it could be either the person you're dealing with is not as romantic as you would like them to be, and I feel like maybe you might need to give them hints in this area, because if we've got, again, going back to the King of Swords, maybe someone who is very rational, not always on maybe attuned to you know, like for example, we've got the King of Cups, not as emotionally attuned to somebody who is aware, or you know, how maybe their partner may be feeling. It may be having those communications so that you are communicating clearly, as so that you are making sure that you know, you're addressing what you like, and so that they can best support that or best accommodate that as well, okay? And I feel like the more you show up for yourself and recognizing what is it that you like, what is it you don't like, then you can then bring those points and communicate them clearly, okay? So we're gonna leave it there, but I hope the messages are resonating, because we wanted to get the key messages, okay, for February. So please do have a look at all the videos coming up for February, okay? We have quite a lot. We got the moon in Pisces, we got the we did have who's coming towards you, all of these videos. So do have a watch, okay? And look good, feel good, and we'll see you on the next one. Wagwan. Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan with generals. So we are going to look under pile 2, okay? Let's see what messages are under pile 2, okay? But please be sure to like and subscribe to Wagwantarotandtea. Sit back and relax and gather the warrior gems, okay? So that just lets us know those intuitive messages are coming in, okay? So let's see Wagwan. Okay, so we have the Emperor, okay? So I feel like the messages that we are getting today for the Emperor is to help us to really get into our boss mode, to really channel the energy of taking action. If there are any projects or if there are any plans, I feel like it's telling you to really take on the attitude of the Emperor right now, okay? And really kind of get yourself, just don't doubt yourself, don't doubt, because you know, with February, in the month of February, this is like a really good time to kind of look and review your routines, your habits, any goals or anything that you may have that you want to do. Like January, people always kind of focus on the new year resolutions, and then gradually it starts to fade, but then February brings back another level of energy again to kind of help you to then say, right, I want to take some time to maybe review my finances, review my career goals, review my love goals, or anything that you can maybe even, I'm also getting like maybe home improvement, things like that. And I feel like it's saying take the opportunity to have a sit down and have a think and really focus on what it is that you want to do and take action, run with it. Now, there could also be maybe something to do with a father in relation to the Emperor, because the Emperor also it also has that energy of being a father. So if you think of the Empress, it's like the mother of all things, okay? And it's like the Emperor represents that kind of same energy of being the father of everything, okay? So we are also going to pull out a message from the Angel Wisdom Tarot. So let's have a look and see what message. Ooh, that was quick. We have Justice. So we've got the Three of Wands. We've got the Page of Cups, and we've got the Justice cards. Now, with the Justice card being here, okay, it's telling us be impartial and objective, stand up for what you believe, try to see all sides of a situation, and you will win if your position is one of integrity. Okay, then we have with the Three of Wands, do what you love, recognition for the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors, being paid well for your craft, working well with others, an excellent reputation. Okay. Now, we did say earlier about being in that boss mode, being, you know, it's like taking on this approach of like being really confident and focus on what you want. And with the Page of One here, we've got the Page of Cups here. It's about maybe some being sensitive, open-hearted. There may be some inexperienced, moody messages regarding relationships, new emotional experiences, a romantic encounter, social invitations or events, and heightened psychic abilities. But with the Emperor, in relation to the Three of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Justice card, I feel like it's really kind of tapping into that energy of like, you know, really focusing on what you want to do. So if there's any goals or any projects, really taking action. But I feel like with the Page of Cups being here, if there is anything to do with love as well, I feel like it's kind of saying, you know, maybe if there is it's saying that it might be a romantic encounter or new emotional experiences. Embrace them, embrace these new, you know, embrace any new emotional experiences, where it could be like going on a date, you know, if you're wanting to put your best foot forward. And I feel like it's being confident in who you are. That's essentially what I'm getting from this message, is like being confident in who you are. The more confident you are in what you have to offer, the qualities you have to offer, the skills you have to offer, it's only going to bring good news, bring many good rewards. And I feel like the more you tap into that energy of the Emperor and seeing yourself as, you know, I'm the Emperor, put some respect on my name. Hey, I'm the Emperor, put some respect on my name. I make boss moves, I'm the Emperor, put some respect on my name. Hey, like that's the energy that I'm getting. Like, really, the more attuned you become in just being confident in who you are, it's gonna open doors, and it's gonna release any sense of fears or anything that you may have. So if there are any projects, as we said earlier, do them. Take action. That's gonna help you to expand. It's gonna help you to grow. You know Even with your page of cups, it can also help you to expand emotionally, spiritually, because you are connecting with your sensitive side. Okay, you are taking that, and you're not feeling no way about it. Okay, but I feel like also with the Justice card being here, if there are any maybe legal matters or anything like that, really just being yourself, being honest, being confident in who you are. But I also see it as also the Justice being here is really, it's going to give you that balance, because the more confident you become in who you are, the more balanced you become. And I feel like this is what it's really kind of essentially telling us in the month of February. Okay, now we're going to pull out a Jamaican proverb and see what additional message we have. Okay, I feel like that wanted to come out, but we'll keep going. Ooh, we have quite a few, but we'll you know what? Let's read them all then. Right, so we've got one cocoa full basket. One cocoa full basket. Focus and achieve on what you want in life. See, prosperity is here. Yeah, so persevere. Just keep going. Like the Eight of Pentacles, where the figures just working and focusing on what they want. Okay, and we have take where you get till you get what you want. Take where you get till you get what you want. So take what you receive. Okay, just take what you're getting right now until you get where you want to be. Okay, until you get what you want. Okay, so work towards your goals. Every little steps help you to get where you want to be. So be disciplined and be consistent. And as we were saying again about if there's any projects or anything you really want to focus on, really taking that attitude and attuning yourself to that emperor. Be in your boss mode. Be in your boss mode. Be in that boss mode energy. When you look into the mirror and you're saying that I'm the, you can say yourself that you're the empress and you are the emperor. Put some respect on my name. Yeah, we're claiming that. We are claiming this energy. Woyoy. Woyoy. Okay. Now, we also got see me and live with me are two different things. To see me and live with me are two different things. So this simply means to live with somebody, to live with me, and to see me, out on the street, maybe just passing by. It's two complete different things. Okay? So this is really telling us things are not always what they seem. So be aware, take time to know the person and thyself. And I feel this could be something to do with the Page of Cups. Maybe if there are any new relationships or anything like that, taking on that emperor mode of being confident in who you are. And the more confident you are in yourself and you're investing in yourself, I feel like it's, as much as like to be sensitive and open to new opportunities and new experiences, I feel like it's also could be telling us that not to have your head maybe as they say, is it head over heart? Yeah, so not to maybe to be so caught up and then you're not seeing everything, but really taking on a boss mode in everything that you do. Okay, now as well, it could also, if there was any maybe plans or any initiatives to do something with somebody, make sure, as with the Justice card, you're crossing all the dots, all the T's, you're doing your due diligence. Okay, making sure you check everything check. Okay, you're doing all your due diligence. Okay, right? And we've got, and not everything good for eat, good for talk. And not everything good for eat, good for talk. This simply means not everything that you eat is always good to talk, okay? And this simply means don't repeat everything you hear, no matter how good it is. Some tea is better left cold, okay? Some tea is better left cold. And I feel like this is again with the Emperor and with the Justice card, you know, taking on that and taking on that approach that, look, if I've heard something going on or some gossip, I don't need to go back and repeat it. You know, I'm gonna just take on my Emperor mode, okay? Because I don't need to get caught up in mix up. And when what we call mix up, like in Jamaican culture, mix up just means you're in the gossip, you're kind of in all the nonsense that's going on. It's like, yeah, I don't need to be in that. I don't need to get myself involved in that. Okay, and I feel like with the Justice card and about integrity, that's where it kicks in, because when you think of the Emperor, the boss mode energy, it's like, I ain't got time for all this small talk, little talk, gossip, and you guess what's happened here, you know what, like, that's like, no, that's gonna take me away. And I feel like that could also be in terms of the Page of Cups, who is like of a younger energy, can kind of get caught up in that. So I feel like that's kind of, if there is kind of maybe some kind of maybe a parental relationship going on here, or there could be maybe younger people around you, or it could be in the workplace who might be getting caught up in these things. I feel like it's kind of saying, don't get caught up in all the stuff that's going on, that or maybe going on around you, okay, that can just pull you away from where your focus is. And I feel like that's why the Emperor is here to say, the more confident you become, the more you recognize all of this is foolishness. You don't need to tap into this energy of like nonsense, gossiping, and as we say, all that rare. You don't need to get into all that silliness, okay? I told you, when you come at Wagwantarotandtea, you got to pick up on some pat material. You know, and we just use that because it's kind of like the language of my ancestors, okay, and it helps me to connect with spirit. So all of the Jamaican proverbs, all of the things, they have a lot of powerful meaning. And you know what, as well, we got to bless up our sis, okay, around here. We do this every time. We have to big up sis Pamela Coleman Smith, because she had a lot of Jamaican influence, okay, when it comes to these tarot cards. Because the first thing I used to see, I'm thinking, how all of the tarot cards have some kind of Caribbean looking vibe influence. And then the more I looked into it, I found that, you know, she grew up, you know, like she drew most, like her childhood, she had spent a lot of her childhood in Jamaica. Then she wrote her own Jamaican folklore book, which is about a Nancy. So I did put a little video up about that. So, you know, if you're interested, do have a look, okay? But, you know, you're going to learn well when you come here. So, woyoy is wow, okay? So, yes, I think we've covered it all. So, yeah, we got these key messages for February. But I feel like, you know, always trust your intuition and use your discernment every time, okay? Even just giving yourself some time to maybe just sit in a quiet place. Maybe you can have some meditation music, and you just meditate, and you just ask the universe, or just even just saying, give me the answer, show me the answers I need to see, give me the answers I need to hear. You know, all of those things will really help. And the more you practice it and make it a part of your routine, the more you will feel connected to spirit. The more you become, your intuition will become more tuned, you know, where you can then, you're recognizing your intuition, whether it could be how your body feels when you think about something, or something is coming, like you know, the intuition will really get stronger and stronger. Okay, so I hope the messages are resonating. You know, we take what resonate and we leave the rest. Take what resonate and leave the rest. I saw it go around here. I saw it go around here. This simply means that's how it goes around here. Take what resonate and leave the rest. But if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Okay, make sure you're staying hydrated, look good, feel good, and I'll see you on the next one. Wagwan. Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan generals. How are you doing? We're gonna go and find out what's under pile 3. So I hope you have liked and subscribed to the channel. Come and be part of that love and light family. Yes, and I hope you've got a nice cup of tea or a beverage, some snacks, because we're going to get into it. So let's see. Wagwan. Okay, so we have, hey, what a wonderful card. We have the 9 of Cups. So when I think of the 9 of Cups, I feel, you know, it's just like being content, you know, feeling so like emotionally secure. I was going to say socially secure, but I would say yes, feeling emotionally secure, because if you're emotionally secure, you're going to be socially secure. Okay, confident in yourself, you know, and it's that silent confidence. It's also being, you know, proud of your achievements. Maybe you're seeing it as like this time is a good time for you to replenish, to work on yourself, to rejuvenate. Okay, you know, we've had like you know, lots of holidays, and I feel like maybe February is also you're recognizing like, right, I want to work on plans on working on myself, maybe working on myself spiritually, connecting with my intuition, learning about myself a lot more, maybe working on my inner child, recognizing if there has been any patterns or behaviors, or anywhere in my life that I've been self-sabotaging. Maybe when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to thinking big and really having a growth mindset rather than a fixed mindset. I feel like this is really a good energy of saying, look, I'm you know, I'm ready to take on board working on myself and feeling confident about it, taking this attitude of like bravery and not feeling no way. Yeah, we're not feeling no way. We're feeling confident about what, you know, taking the next step. And I feel like this is also like being confident in your own skin, being confident in your own body, you know, being confident in your own alone time. Yeah, because the more, again, that's just like you building that social security, that emotional security, you know, so that even if you're going out and you maybe not know anyone, like I feel like that's like you're feeling brave and more confident to step out there. And this is like a really good time as well. Like if you're thinking about wanting to start something new, learn something new, it's a, you know, taken on this approach of like, you know what, I'm gonna work on myself and learn, and this is gonna help me to learn, open more doors, because I am now working on myself. I'm having a attitude of independence and confidence, and I know that can only open more doors and opportunities for myself, because I'm becoming more at ease with myself. I'm feeling more confident, and I'm loving on myself, and I'm investing in myself. And I see the 9 of Cups like somebody who is who's got lots of achievements, and it's like they're showing all the things that all the trials and tribulations, all the hard work and everything that they've been willing to take that time to work on themselves, and it's showing up for them. And I feel like, you know, if you've been taking that time to really work on yourself, working on your self-care, just know that, you know, it's a really good thing that you're doing, and continue to keep up the good work. Continue to be consistent and show up for yourself. Yes, we are claiming that. We are claiming that. Woy, can I hear a woy? Yes, we are claiming that. All right, so we're gonna pull out a message from the Angel Wisdom Tarot, and let's see what comes out for us. What do we need to hear? What do we need to know right now? Ooh, okay, so we have the Seven of Swords, and we have the King of, sorry, we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords, and we have the King of Swords. So there's a lot of kind of, you know, energy here around your thoughts. So let's start with the Seven of Swords. So we've got a loss of peace of mind or personal freedom. So take caution and be aware of others' actions. A material loss. Make sure you are being honest with yourself. So embarrassing secrets. Okay. Now we have also, with the Knight of Swords, decisive, focus, driven, defensive. Events that move with great speed. So choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional. And this is where the Nine of Cups comes in. Okay. Sudden or unexpected changes. Review your options carefully. Now this is where I feel like where the Nine of Cups is paramount now in what you need to hear in February, because there could be lots of situations with the Seven of Swords, and that Seven of Swords represents that kind of sneaky behavior. There might be things that you may not be aware of that until it comes and it is then revealed. Okay, as they have that saying, what is in the dark will come out in the light. Okay, so I feel like there might be some kind of like either things that you're not aware of, and it's like you come to find out, and it could maybe possibly be something to do with relationships, or maybe some things that you might have suspected or you're thinking about. But with the Knight of Swords, you know, it could be also taking on decisions, using the time to instead of going on with how you're emotionally thinking at that particular time, because remember, emotions can, you know, it's like with ebbs and flows, they can change very suddenly, you know. So it's kind of telling us whatever we do or what action we take, do not take on board how you are thinking at that particular, or how are you emotionally feeling at that particular time, and take on board more of a, how am I thinking once I feel emotionally secure. And I feel like the more emotionally secure, and this can also kind of, I feel like it could also be maybe if there's kind of like impulses to think I want to buy things, maybe also beware of any scams at this time. And unfortunately, when it comes to like internet scams, and I did put earlier, we had made a podcast about it, about beware of the scams in these streets, because you know, even in the tarot industry or spiritual industry, self-care, self-love, or just in general in the internet, there's a lot of kind of scammers going around. So I feel like it's also could be a message of, you know, don't get caught up in any kind of get caught up in any kind of thing. Just making sure you do your due diligence, okay, and if something doesn't feel right, trust it, okay, as well as if you didn't ask for this information and it's kind of being given you, or someone's kind of messaging, trying to contact you to ask if you want to get this, okay, you just asking yourself, well, I didn't, you know, just making sure you just say, well, I didn't ask for this information or anything like that, and not taking on this kind of impulsive and just trusting your intuition and using your discernment. So I feel that could be also be that going on. And in terms of if it's like anything to do with love, I feel like it's also again really being secure in yourself, because also this time, you know, And I feel like even maybe with the Seven of Swords here, there could also be people like, you know, either people from the past or people who's like, you know, wanting to kind of get a, as we call it, like a sneaky link, trying to see if you're available, trying to see if you would, if you would let them worm themselves back into your life. And I feel like the more confident you become in yourself, that you will become less likely to then get caught up in that, well, I'm gonna see if this is what, you know, maybe, you know, well, I am feeling a bit maybe lonely at this time, or I am feeling a bit, as you say, I was gonna say freaking, you know, you might be feeling a bit like, let's say, you know, well, yes, it's might have been a while, you know, you might be, I know, but I feel like it's kind of saying the more you feel more confident in yourself, the more attuned you are with your feeling secure in yourself, then it kind of dispels you away from that kind of energy of the lack. Why, yoy, that was the word we was looking for, the lack. Okay, so the more confident, the more secure you become, this is going to open many doors, not just for you in February, but for months ahead. Okay, and take on that attitude. Now, with in the month of February, we have a lot of energy going on. We've got the 222 portal, so please do have a watch of that video. Okay, we've got Valentine's, so it's all that kind of like lots of like energy going on here. Okay, as well as like the energy of the Aquarius, and in the tarot, like the star represents that energy of the Aquarius. So it's like a really good time to really focus on yourself, focus on your healing. Okay, oi. Okay, so we're gonna pull out a message from the spirit guides oracle deck. Let's see what comes out. What do the collective who chose pile 3 need to see? What do they need? Oi, that one came out. Oh, look at that. Why? Possess self-confidence. What, do you hear that? Thank you. Possess self-confidence. The more confident you become, okay, I'm really saying it will dispel, you know, energies of like maybe someone going, oh yeah, Jane is up for that, John is up for that. You're like, no, because maybe the old me was like that, but not the new me. Right, I need a little quick sip because I feel like it's a quick little sip because my throat was just really a bit dry. But okay, let's move on. Let's continue, okay? But I feel like, yes, possess that self-confidence, because the more confident you become, the more, you know, like I said, you dispel those kind of energies of feeling lack, feeling insecure. So when you feel more confident in yourself and you feel secure on like your achievements, you're like, right, I healed from that heartbreak, I healed from that loss. I am so proud, you know, that I've stopped that pattern of behavior when it comes to my love life, or when it comes to relationships in general that I have with people. You know, I'm breaking myself away from codependent relationships where I'm constantly either trying to seek validation from people, people please people, or I'm stopping that. I'm just gonna stop that right now. I'm gonna stop it right now because it's not working for me, and I'm working on my self-confidence, and I'm recognizing now. And I feel like you might also, the more confident you have become, the more it's kind of like it's the more confident you become, essentially it's a powerful energy, and it's a powerful energy of back off. This you're repelling these kind of energies on thinking, no, not today. Back off. Okay. And it's not even to say, it's like you're just being assertive with it. It's, you know, that silent confidence, because you're now secure. You don't need to run up and down being like, look at me, pick. No, like there's, or do I look good in this? It's like constantly trying to seek validation. You don't need that. The more confident you become, you don't need that energy. And you recognize it, that you're feeling more confident as time goes by. And you're thinking, wow, is this me? You're looking in the mirror going, and you're saying, yes, it's me. You know, I'm the real Don here. The real article Don here. Yes, my generals. Yes, tea sippers. Yes, people. We're claiming this energy of possessing self-confidence every time. Woy, yoy. Right, so we're going to pull out a Jamaican proverb. So one just fell. I'm just going to quickly pick it up. Okay, and we're going to ask, okay, what message does the Jamaican proverb have for the collective? What do they need to know right now? What do they need to know right now? What do they need to know right now? Boy, okay. Wanty, can't get it. Get it, no want it. Okay? So wanty, can't get it. Get it, no want it. So that simply means when you want something, you can't get it. Because you're so focused on the one, I want this, I want that. You don't get it, okay? Then when you get it now, you've got it. It's like, oh, is this what it is? I don't want this now. And you know, this again, we mentioned maybe about scams or things like that. But using your discernment, you know, if something don't feel right, trust it, okay? But I feel like it's also, let's hear the other messages. So appreciate what you have. Don't block your blessings and be thankful. Show gratitude, okay? And I feel like with the Nine of Cups, it's also about that energy of you taking the time to be really appreciative. You know, the more appreciative you are, you're becoming confident in your personality, what you have to offer. You know, what you have to offer to the world, recognizing how your intuition is helping you and using your discernment, becoming more confident, okay? But I feel like it's also that help, the wanty, can't get it, and get it, no want it, is that lack energy. You recognizing now, the more secure you are, the more you reduce the energy of lack in your life. Woy, yoy. Woy, yoy. Because now you're taking on that opportunity to recognize, look, everything that I want, I already have it within me. And that's where I'm recognizing that is my true power. That's where my true confidence lies. Abundance is my right. It's my birthright. So as long as I believe in myself and believe that I can do this, you know, whatever it is that I want to do, whatever it is I want to aspire to, whatever it is that I want to become, you know, whatever it is that I want to manifest in my life, I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I've come to this recognition. I'm thankful that I've come to realizing this. I'm thankful that I'm working each day to be a better me, to work towards my higher self, to work on healing, on maybe, you know, past traumas, past issues. I'm becoming stronger, and the more stronger I become, the more confident I become, and the more confident I become, the less the feelings of insecurities surround me. Why, yay! Someone needed to hear this, but we are claiming this energy. We are claiming this energy. So take this time to work on yourself, focus on yourself, love on yourself. Love on yourself unconditionally from head to toe, looking after yourself, you know, even how you speak to yourself, you know, even tap into maybe a morning routine before you get out of bed. You tell yourself that you are amazing. You tell yourself that you are beautiful. You tell yourself that you are gorgeous. You tell yourself that you are sexy. You tell yourself that you are abundant. Because you are building healthy habits for yourself. And the more healthy habits you build for yourself, the lack withers away. Just withers away. Just withers away. Just feel that energy of just, yeah, all this kind of like, I'm not sure if I can do this or not. It's just withering away. It's just withering away. And that's that's all we're focused on right now. This is therapy. This is, we're using tarot therapy right now. And it's just withering away. Alright, I hope those messages are resonating, collective. Okay, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Come and join the Love and Light family at Wagwantarotandtea. Okay, and stay hydrated, stay blessed, look good, feel good, and I'll see you on the next one. Wagwan.